Welcome back. The big bowl of breakfast bets. Wherever it is, maybe you eat eggs for lunch. A lot of people eat breakfast for lunch or dinner for breakfast. I don't know. I worked morning radio with a guy who used to eat pizza for breakfast. So you never know. To each their own. But we got a big bowl of stuff. And don't think I forgot. Last night on this very video, we gave you a 10-1 Michael Taylor just shot bomb. And what'd you get? You got a Michael Taylor bomb. So you hit that thumbs up button. You subscribe as a thank you. That's all I ask. You're following on Twitter at Shander Show, at OddShopper, of course. Come on. Just see what that 10-1 did for us last night. And just to show you, right, we go 1-1 because Arenado gets voided. So we go 1-1. We hit a 10-1 shot, and we actually finish up 2.25 units. So we're 2-9 lifetime for home run plays this week since the show was created, and we're still up 1.25 units. We go 1-1, no blood yesterday in the NRFIs. We're still 6-2, up 4.16 units. We did not hit a parlay. Oh, I need to update that. We did not hit the parlay. We're down 2 units. Yikes. Well, you know what happened? I'm going to blame Eric Lindquist. I'm going to blame Eric Lindquist on the leans and the locks video because I tailed the LA Angels. Wait a second. What do you mean? He wasn't on the video last night? Really? I was on the video last night? Blame me, I guess. I'm the idiot who told you to take the Angels. I followed it up on the MLB Bets today, and I look like a jackass because it killed our parlay. All right, we got home runs, we've got NRFI plays, and, of course, we're going to build a 3-leg parlay. If we hit a 3-leg parlay today, we're only down about a 1.25 or so. That's the goal, just to finish even, which we will. You have no faith in me, but I have faith. I'm going to get you signed up at BetMGM. This is a freebie, all right? Your daily freebie. This is how we always open things up. Here is your free bet of the day. It's the Rockies on the money line. St. Louis, Adam Wainwright, take them, plus 140. Because if it's your first bet on BetMGM and you want to put up to $1,000 or anywhere from 10, it could be all the way down to 10, it could be all the way up to $1,000. Maybe you want to put $910 down. Whatever it may be, that's fine. $50. You'll see the return, plus 140. If it misses, the good news is that, hey, you get it right back into your account. You also get 2 free months below of the Discord, which means Ben, myself, Isaiah, and you get to bother, which he doesn't think it's a bother, Eric, you get 2 free months of Eric Lindquist. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough right there? First home run play on the board. We're going to have some fun today. Because we're going to hit home run bar. That's it. We're going to hit some jacks. 3 jacks, 28 at-bats against Yu Darvish. In fact, this guy's hitting .357. I get it. Limited, 32 appearances. You've got some walks, you've got some Ks, but when there is contact, there is some contact. And we go into this game with this Dodgers-Padres game with some heavy expectation, if you watch the leans and locks video last night, for LA to keep up and win this game. Get to Yu Darvish. So I look right away, and I found a decent number for a guy who was hitting, again, .357 of his 10 hits against Yu Darvish. 3 of those for David Peralta are jacks. So send me to the moon, my friend. DP David Peralta in the house is our first bomb of the night. Did you know Alek Manoah is pitching? Did you know how bad it is? We're going to come back to this game in the parlay itself. But did you realize how bad this is now for Alek Manoah? I mean, just to put this thing in perspective, he's got a 7.87 ERA, 1.89 whip in his last 7 starts with 12 Ks and 12 walks over his last 3. Verdugo, 19 at-bats off 20 appearances, Of his 8 hits, he's got the 1 jack, but he's hit for some power there with the double. 2 doubles, pardon me. This is a great spot for a guy. A little long range there in Alex Verdugo, and then we shopped Endy Rodriguez and got you the fantastic number that you see at plus 830. Look, you want to put them all together, that's fine. Plus 57, 932. You can win 57 large if all 3 hit. We just need to continue this. Round robin them, that's fine too. But we're going to continue this roll right here. Absolutely. And the big one is Peralta right from the jump that we found great numbers against you, Darvish, and then you can attack Alek Manoah like we attacked the market there with Endy Rodriguez. NRFI plays 2-piece and a biscuit. What does that mean? It means that I got you a chicken, I got you a leg, I got you a thigh. Usually we like to lead with the thigh and a nice home-cooked biscuit. Even if it's a fast food biscuit, it's a biscuit that tastes homemade. Are we really going to rank biscuits? You're lying to yourself if you're telling me that there's a better spot, just fast food. You're lying to me and yourself if you're telling me there's a better spot that makes better biscuits than Bojangles. Let's just be honest. I mean, I don't know what lie you've been told. I don't know what biscuits you've been eating. It's not Popeyes. It's not KFC. It's not a smaller chain that Zaxby's or other shit. It's not small. I'm just saying, like, depending on where you are. It's not any of these new chicken spots. You know damn right it's Bojangles. You know it. All right, NRFIs. There's actually going to be a couple of YRFIs here. We're actually going to target some offense here. First up in Texas, let's look at this pitching matchup because there's going to be an opportunity, and I want you to jump on it right now. Jesus Luzardo, fine. And look, we talked about this really getting under in the Leans Locks video that I did last night for Lindy, which you should be checking out every night, of course, because that's a lot of linguists for you, which I know you can handle. I wouldn't offer that up if I knew you couldn't handle it. Jordan Montgomery, I think, is a guy we want to attack here. At some point, the Marlins are going to get out this aggression. At some point, they're going to work this thing through. At some point, it's going to look like an explosion. I don't think it necessarily happens tonight where they put up 6 in the first, but you get a good spot here against a guy in Montgomery who is not pitching well to contact, who is not relying on a dominant K against Luzardo. Now, look, Luzardo's on the road, taking on a team in Texas that has a couple of guys that can swing for power, specifically out of a K rate, meaning like, you know, Adolis. You've got a couple of guys here who will K, but will also hit for some serious power and at least definitely for contact. Corey Seager up there at the top. Like, this is not going to be easy for Luzardo. I do think ultimately he is in more control over the first 5 innings, but we only care about the first one here. And that, I think, is where Miami can attack Jordan Montgomery. Little aggression, you'll see that taken out. And Jesus Luzardo is a prime spot for just a little bit of a letdown before he settles in. I think he gives up 1 run in the first and then settles in. Montgomery may give up 2. Like, legit may give up 2. It's my favorite one. It's our thigh of the 2-piece. But we'll absolutely take the Rangers YRFI. Next up, Pirates Brewers. We saw an offensive explosion. Truly an explosion of epic proportion here where, I mean, it was just monster from the Brewers. So we come back. They actually have an advantage. Well, both teams have an advantage at the plate. Really, let's look at this. Colin Ria versus the Priest. The Priest is so bad, he's got a near 1-to-1 K to walk ratio with a 17.8 K to walk rate, right? Or K rate. Normally, when you see something like this, it's like a guy with a 10 or 11 just struggling to even get a strike in the count, let alone a K. In this case, his walk rate is so offensive that it's creeping up towards a 1-to-1 ratio. There is not much else working for the Priest. We talked about this on the locks. He is bottom on all-time Priests. Priest Holmes, Judas Priest. You cannot put the Priest here, Quinn Priest, or anywhere remotely close to those guys. He is so filthy bad. Colin Rhea is just on the other side of good. That's essentially what you lay down here. Pittsburgh just got worked. They're going to be going right after Rhea. And look, I mean, if Milwaukee doesn't just try and pick right up following what happened last night against a guy in the Priest, then they're idiots. They're just stone cold losers, which I don't think they are. So I don't think it's fair to say that. And look, we shopped something there for you on Odd Shopper. We got you the best YRFI play we can find, minus 125. We just talked about that. Adam Wainwright, Waino versus Chris Flexen. I mean, sign me up. This should be like, if you wanted to bet, again, a guy who's similar, close to this 1-to-1, they're both close to 1-to-1. 15-11 K to walk rate for Flexen, 11-8 K to walk rate for Waino. Get out of here. Just get the hell out of here. Seriously. I can't fathom betting an NRFI. I'd have to get plus 150 in order to bet that NRFI. And there's no way close that I'm going to get that. Just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Yes, Odd Shopper does have NRFIs, like we have home run plays, like we have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to give you 70% off the first month. Just a reminder real quick about BetMGM. It's below. I even gave you a play, right? We gave you a free play here, which is the Rockies at St. Louis, plus 140. If you miss, you get it back. No big deal. 2 free months of the Discord as well. As always, at Shander Shows, how you can follow me. The DMs are open. Gave you 3 long balls, 3 jacks already. I think I do. My wild card home run play for tonight, at least, August 4th, is Trey Turner. You all out there just asked, are you serious? Did this guy, did he just say Trey Turner? I'll go Gaffigan on you. Did he just say Trey Turner? What's wrong with him? Why did he do it again? 3 times in a week, we're going to bet Trey Turner to do something. 2 of those a home run. He's going to get a standing ovation in Philadelphia tonight. Absolutely. Give me Trey. Give me Trey. Let's build a parlay, folks. Shall we? At Shander Show, again, the DMs are open, wide open. All right, the meat and 3. We are 0 for 4 this week. Meat and 3 requires 3 legs. All right, the meat of it is the parlay itself. The 3, the sides, that's all how you create it. Let's go back to this Boston game. The Red Sox are significantly better than their opponent, mainly because of Alek Manoah. I'm going to give you a little bit more on Alek Manoah. Mention that, right? 7.87 ERA, 1.89 whip over his last 7, including a 1-to-1 ratio, 12 Ks to 12 walks over his last 3. That's dog shit bad. 0-6 against division foes, whereas Paxton is at 2.25 ERA at home, where he's really struggled on the road. He's been great at home. Oh, by the way, the Red Sox, because I know you love this, go ahead, tweet Ben Raza at JazzRazDFS. Hey, man, Shander told me that Boston is 12-3 on Fridays. What a trend. Bottom line is we're taking Boston first 5 on the money line. Alek Manoah is going to get worked out of this game. Our buddy James Paxton with a 28.4-7 K to walk rate, 214x batting, 279x WOBA. He'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine. By the way, am I missing something here? The Baltimore Orioles are taking on a team that has the most quit attached to them right now, and that's the New York Mets. You don't want me to bet the Orioles here? Like, what could possibly... Do you realize how big of a letdown this would be if the Baltimore Orioles found a way to lose this baseball game? The New York Mets, David Peterson and all, are a walking L. Dean Kremer has been okay. He's not been atrocious, but we're betting on the fact that there is no life left in the New York Mets. Similarly, a situation here with Cleveland and the White Sox. We have these here in Philadelphia. I don't know if you have these. They call them like ghost cicadas. They're basically like cicadas who are stuck They've got no life. It's a shell, and they're just stuck to something. And they've got no life because whatever the cicada killers are come out and they just suck the life out of them. That's the White Sox. You want me to bet the White, like you don't want me to fade a team in Chicago who doesn't even have, like at least the Mets had some pitching. Dylan Cease, way too inconsistent to rely on here this year at least. He's not even pitching tonight. No. On the road in Clevenger, who had his way last time. It's really hard to do that 2 times in a row when your team is given up. The Mets also, I mean, come on the road, we're fading 2 really bad teams who have quit. And by the way, we're fading Alek Manoah. That's pretty damn good. Plus 311 for the parlay. All right. We'll run through everything on the way out. Appreciate you all again. Thumbs up, subscribe. You can get me on Twitter at Shander Show. DMs are open. You have any questions, we'll answer them. We'll highlight your Twitter account if you want that highlighted as well. On the way out, I'm showing you stuff. I've shopped a home run play. I've shopped an NRFI play. It's all here on the Odd Shopper Premium tool. Okay? 70% off your first month. That's less than a cup of coffee. If it's not, you're buying the wrong coffee. You're drinking the wrong coffee. Cup of black coffee with nothing in it, the right taste, you're fine. You're good to go. The link is below. We would love for you to sign up. All right? Look at that. I've got you a bonus bet back if you miss it at BetMGM. Up to a G. We got you 2 free months of the Odd Shopper Discord and 70% off the Odd Shopper Premium tool. Oh, and by the way, the BetMGM thing and Discord thing, they're all together. They're all in one. Let's run it back. Peralta, long ball. Verdugo, long ball. We shopped Endy Rodriguez. NRFIs, well, they're all YRFIs today. Rangers, YRFI. Brewers, YRFI. And the Odd Shopper tool tells us the Cardinals, YRFI, and our plus 311 MLB parlay. It's juicy, but I love it. Sox first 5, Orioles, Guardians, each on the money line. Thank you as always. Appreciate it. We're back day 6 of the Breakfast Bowl of Bets.